I want to welcome you to Dream Chasers Radio with me, your host, Yaya Diamond. There was like a ghost in here a minute ago. Did you see it? Because I heard it, but that's okay. So we'll be right back. Don't you go anywhere. We have a wonderful show for you today. Whoa. Something. All right. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to Dream Chasers Radio. I'm your host, Yaya Diamond. You can get us on YouTube and all different kind of places. You know what? Just Google it. All right. Let's just get on with this because, everybody says, oh, you need to, there's like this protocol. You have to tell people to subscribe. You have to tell people to do this. Look, you know what to do. If you want to subscribe, please do. We have great interviews here for you. If you don't, then that's fine. I am good with it. I'm good with it. Whatever the case may be, just pay attention and be inspired by my next guest. Dawn Witte is on the show.
I answered all of them.
Yeah. Dawn Witte is on the show, and I am so excited to have her here. Thank you so much for joining me today. It has been a minute, girlfriend.
I know. Thank you so much for having me. It is always, I looked for, when I heard that I was on your show, I was so excited because I love our conversations.
Isn't it cool how we just like clicked? It was so cool. And we just kind of, I just love it. I love it. So now you have something up, like an update. Like the last time you came, you had like what was going on then, but now you have a new podcast and you have a foundation, the Desire to Inspire foundation.org. I think you had that before though, right?
I did. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So you did that, but now you have your new podcast. So tell me all about it. What led you up to doing a new podcast, girlfriend?
People have asked me for a little bit, and I come on people's shows. I'm very comfortable doing that. But when it came to me doing it myself, I was very hesitant to do it. But I have these friends and we have these amazing conversations all the time. These are the people I go to when I need advice. They're life coaches. They see the world in a very beautiful, loving way. And so I get to have these people in my life to give me advice and guidance and support and encouragement. And I thought, those conversations are so good. I always come away inspired and uplifted and so grateful that I have people like that in my life. And I thought these conversations I would like to share with people, because they are really soul moving. And so we decided to do it. Let's just give it a try. So we have 2 episodes out now, and we're recording our next one in a couple weeks. So we're just doing once a month to get started, but it's been well received and it's been fun and I just love it.
Awesome. Wow. Okay. Doing a podcast is totally different. I mean, it's like you have the vlogging, you have the audio, you have the editing, you got all of the stuff. And how are you managing all that?
I have angels here on this earth that have come into my life. And again, when I talk to people about finding purpose and finding their passion, you don't realize what kind of connections and resources are going to come your way until you step into it. So all these amazing people have come into my life. My friend Gail is helping us with all the editing and uploading, and I don't know how to do any of that stuff. I'm just so grateful for her. My friend Paulette, she is doing all of our marketing and setting up the social media and, creating the beautiful graphics. And so I'm just grateful for these people came in at the time they were supposed to help us do this.
Awesome. It is a wonderful, wonderful thing to have people that can help. And I wish I had people that can help. You want to volunteer? You want to volunteer to help me? Yes, definitely. There is a wonderful, wonderful thing in camaraderie, and also a wonderful, wonderful thing in having people who are angels that help you, because it is just a lot of work.
Yes. I have a lot of different hats, but I'm not doing any one of them alone, and so I'm just kind of the crazy glue that everything like gets stuck to in all of the endeavors. But again, the journey's been magical. The connections I've made over the last several years, I pinch myself sometimes because I'm like, this is like, whose life is this?
I know how you feel. I mean, it's a magical journey. It definitely is. What have you learned? Podcasting is great. And, you do your interviews and stuff. When you go back over those interviews and you see those interviews again, do you get caught in like, oh my gosh, I didn't realize that I said that. I didn't realize that I wasn't doing this. Did you see things you have to fix? Do you get inspired by your own interviews?
Because we have a panel of people, I'm always inspired when I listen to them again. And if sometimes like I'll listen to them and sometimes I'll watch them and it hits differently, like the way you're receiving the information. So
Mhm.
I pick up new things different every time I listen to it. But, I look at that and I'm like, Dawn, stop. Why do you fidget so much? I
It's
gotta work
hard.
on that.
It's hard not to. It's like I have to like put my hands down here and just kind of, I literally have my hands down here, like, and I try not to rock back and forth.
That's what
It's
I
like,
noticed. So I have to work on that.
yeah, it's hard to just sit still and just be like, excited. But sometimes I let go of my hands. I'm like, stop, just stop. I gotta let go. So yeah, definitely. So okay, so tell me about your podcast. What do you actually talk about? Are there like different subjects, different subject matters, current events? What do you actually talk about?
Mostly everything centers around love and connections, love for ourselves and love for the greater humanity. And, we want to talk about things that affect exactly do all things with love. Because at the end of the day, that's why we exist.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Definitely. I keep that right
So
there. So it's all about love.
pretty much that is the foundation of everything, right? And
Mhm.
then we are going to be talking about different challenges people go through, how
Mhm.
we face different adversities and challenges, and how we can shift our mindset and get in that place of gratitude, like we were talking about before the show started. Even though there are things that are happening in our life that are not perfect, and it might be something that's really a challenge, we
Mhm.
still can be grateful and show
Mhm.
up happy and light, because I am very happy, even though I have problems.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Me too. Me too. Wow. 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 So okay. So the Soulful Conversations is the name of the podcast.
Yes, yes.
Awesome. Awesome. I love that Soulful Conversations. How did you come up with that name?
It just came to us because that's what we have. My conversations with my friends are these soulful, deep conversations where we never, we always talk about like how to lift and to elevate, and we're supporting each other and encouraging each other, and nobody looks at the glass as half empty. We're all inspiring each other. If one of us, may cut ourselves down, say, oh God, I'm so dumb for doing that. We immediately pop in and like, don't say that about yourself. It is so nice to have that circle of people. And I
Mhm.
wanted to share that so people can see what that looks like and feel it and be part of it.
Yeah, yeah. It's important to be lifted up. Ultimately, the whole goal is to what for your podcast? What do you want people to come away with when they hear the first episode?
I want them to feel inspired. I want them to believe in their own greatness. I want them to understand that we need each other and that love is, the most important thing. We shouldn't be chasing things like cars and money and, you know, material things. The things that really matter are the things of the heart. And
Mhm.
I just plant that seed wherever I can plant it.
Mhm. It's important, definitely important. You can be inspired and surround yourself with different people, and you don't really necessarily have to be in the same room. I think that this is one of those podcasts where when you surround yourself with the podcast, you become uplifted. Is that the right thing that I just said? Is that somewhat on the line of what you're thinking about doing with this podcast?
Absolutely.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
And I've been able to watch the people that I bring together. So we're bringing people from different places from around the world.
Mhm.
So, we're all again in the world of healing and helping and uplifting. So, just listening to our takes on, you know, different topics that we get into. Our second episode we just released it last weekend, and it was about love, loss, and signs from the universe.
Mhm.
And what we wanted to talk about were some of these signs that we've received. So we know that connection with our past loved ones is still there. And so we wanted to share some of those with people so that to give them hope that there is something. Because I used to one day, a long time ago, I didn't know what to believe. I couldn't prove that there was something beyond this. And when I got those signs over the years, I just thought, oh, I can't doubt it anymore. And when you share it with people, it's like, oh, it's powerful.
Yeah, it definitely is powerful. Definitely is something out there that keeps us all connected ultimately to one another, even though a lot of people don't believe that. I do believe that we are all connected, regardless of where we come from, what language we speak. Just like the roots of a tree is connected with the next tree and the next tree next to it, we are all connected. And we should definitely inspire one another to go after our dreams and our goals. This is an amazing thing to do. Definitely amazing thing to do. So Soulful Conversations is the name of the podcast. And where can people find that?
We are on YouTube. We have a YouTube channel, The Soulful Conversations. We also have a website, thesoulfulconversations.com. You can sign up to get notified of our, upcoming events and things like that. And, we're talking about doing a retreat. We all kind of want to get out and travel and go someplace absolutely beautiful and share that with people and experience that, because the connection, again, it's so important. And when you find your people, your tribe of people, there is nothing like that. That's like a gift.
Definitely a gift, and definitely something you guys want to check out, especially when it comes to retreats. I love retreats. I love it. I mean, you come back so inspired and so fresh and so new. You definitely got to go on some retreats. I mean, you just got to get away sometimes. Yes, this will be great. So Dawn, thank you so much for being on the show. What kind of a suggestion do you give people that want to start a podcast, that want to go beyond the podcast and actually touch people's lives?
Oh my gosh. I'll connect you with my friend Gail. The pro, she's been doing it for years. She's absolutely one of the most beautiful souls I've ever met. And this is why, she is an angel that just literally appears in my life. And, I've known her for a few years now, and it's just, she's one of those people that I feel very supported and loved by. So I love getting to work with these people. So I would say, if podcasting is in your heart and your soul, go do it. You don't have to have 1,000 views. Just go put your heart out there, and you're going to reach the people that are meant to hear what you have to say.
Definitely. Dawn, thank you so much. You guys have got to go to desiretoinspirefoundation.org. That's desiretoinspirefoundation.org, and also the soulfulconversations.com, and check it out for yourselves. You don't have to pay for nothing. You just have to show up and be inspired. That's it. That's all you got to do. Dawn, thank you so much again for being on the show. I appreciate it again. And please don't let so long of a time go by. I know COVID and all that stuff, but we're in the pandemic, but we're always going to be in this situation. It's always going to be around. So we might as well just move forward with our lives. And I want to thank you so much for helping us do that with the Soulful Conversations. Thank you.
Thank you so much. It is always a pleasure speaking with you.
The pleasure is mine. You can't have it. And also thank you guys so much for tuning in to Dream Chasers Radio. And don't forget to dare to be different. Until next time, guys. Bye. Oh, Dawn, you're an amazing girl. I dare to be different. I dare.